Hey guys, I would like to let you know I'll be at Wizard World Comic Con in Columbus, Ohio, July 29th through 31st, which will be held at Greater Columbus Convention Center. So if you're in town, make sure you come see me in the Artist Alley. Hey guys, this is Ves, and today we're doing another Helping Artists video. And in this video, we're going to work on the anatomy on the side, like the side profile of your character. And then towards the end, I'm gonna have like some of the fan art that was given to me throughout the week. So stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, so now I'm starting with this 8 head guideline so that I can show you the difference between, the male and the female that I'm going to create today. So let's start off with the male. I'm doing the head on the top part of the head, which is the 8 head in total. And we move down to the neck and make a little bit of the collarbone. The neck should come down at least halfway towards the head, and then your collarbone will be like towards the tip of the head. So connected to your collarbone, you make a little bit of his chest and his rib cage, and then you move your way down to his back. Now what I'm doing is I'm making the bottom part of his, bottom, which is his butt and, the bottom piece of his stomach. And that should take up at least 2 heads. So when we're moving our way down to the arm, his arm should be adjacent to his collarbone. And for the top part of the arm, I will say it'll be as tall as his top part of the chest and down to his rib cage. So now I'm working on his legs because I like to jump around. And I made his legs where the top booty of his top booty starts all the way down to his knee, which takes up at least 2-3 heads, and then his calves will be 2 heads plus his feet. I made his feet flat because guys wear they're flat feeted. They're just wearing sneakers all the time. So I moved him up a bit because I kind of messed up on, where I was drawing him at. And now I'm starting with his arm. So his arm will come down like a little bit. So I say half a head. And then his hand will be as big as his head. Almost, and it'll come down to his side. So I didn't draw his arms going back because I felt that we don't stand, everybody doesn't have perfect posture. We usually slouch just a little bit. So that's why his arms are in the middle. I don't know. That's what I see through people. If you have a different idea of how you do it, leave it in the comments below, and you could probably help me with that. So now I'm, just sharpen up the edges a little bit because this is going to be the doll model for the man. And then, I will go into detail later of what it's supposed to look like. So, after I was done with him, I lowered his opacity because, I'm pretty much done with the male model. And now I'm going to work on the female. So, I'm going to grab another layer and I'm going to grab this pink color. And now I'm making this head. So her head will be like 1 head below him or 2 heads. Is whatever you desire on how short she need to be. Her neck will be like a little bit shorter than the males. And now I'm making her chest that it takes up almost a whole head, the waistline and her bottom half. Now I'm creating her legs, which is almost the same as the guys, but hers will take up 2 heads, and then her calves will take up 1.5 heads, and then that will connect to her foot. So, that's like a full 2 heads for her calf and down to her feet. Then you make her breast, which is on the side where her chest will be. And then, I'm just rounding her out, just making her as perfect as I can be. And now, I'm making room for her arm. So her arm, again, will be adjacent to her collarbone. And then the top part of her arm should be as tall as her top chest to her rib cage. Then you make her elbow. and the rest will come down like maybe a half a head, and then her hand will be as big as her head, almost like, you know, as big as she could put her hand on her face basically. So I got my male and my female, and now I just want to do like a quick little speed up of what you do after this process. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower the opacity, and then just start off making you know, the final line work. So I'm gonna just do the line work of my character Fuji, and I'm just gonna do like a brief sketch. I'm not gonna go into detail with her. I'm just, you know, just showing you guys how you line up your character once you get your model down. I call these mannequins or dolls, but you know, whatever you like to call them, they do help when you're trying to make your stuff. This is like gesture drawing. So I'm just, you know, lining her up, and, you know, adding her clothing and her hair, and all of it is coming down together greatly because I have this gesture drawing down. And the you don't necessarily have to stay true to your gesture drawing. There will always be times when you're clearing, you know, cleaning it up and editing it, which is great because you're making your character more and more. The proportions are coming out better and better, and that's what you want when you're making your characters, and you're lining them up. So you see, like now I made the hand a little bit bigger because the hand wasn't as big as I wanted it to be, and now I'm creating Aiden, which is her guard, and I'm just, you know, going over the lines, and I made his Adam's apple. That's another thing that you do in edits with men and women. You add the boobs, you add the Adam's apple, you just add stuff as you go. And I know my lines are looking crazy, but you know, it comes together very well towards the end, and uh that all you want to do is keep adding and adding on to your work. Like this right now, I will call this the sketching process, and then I'll go into another process, which is the line work. So this is not even a final. This is like a little bit of half of where you need to get to your finished product. So now, you know, I'm making his pants, and you know, they're coming out well, and I'm thinking that they're proportionally perfect to me. But keep in mind that you guys need to edit as you do your gesture drawings. So this is what it looks like when you're pretty much done with your characters. And you know, again, this was just like a sketching process, and I did the coloring and everything just to show you guys what it will look like towards the end. So this week I got two the Celestial Post fan arts, so let's get into it. The first one is by AllRandomGirl, and she made this an a la carte, and she also made a video that goes along with it. So if you guys want to check out her work and see the video, I will post a link below, and I also have a link for the video if you click on it. And the next one is from KakkoiManga, and that person created Vincent, and he's in a collaboration of all other artists that he thanked and everything on DeviantArt. And that's about it for the Celestial Post fan art. If you guys want to submit some artwork, you can go ahead and you can post it on my page, hashtag Celestial Post fan art, anything. Even throw it in DeviantArt and send me your link, and I will take a look at it, and I will post it up in the ending of my videos because I do love to show you guys off, and that's what I like to do. So thanks again for watching, sharing, and always coming back to my videos. And I thank all the people who do my fan art, well, do fan arts for Celestial Post. I thank you so very much because you guys really do inspire me to continue to make my manga and make it as great as possible. So thank you again, and have an amazing rest of the day.